Granola was defeated by none other than Goku due to his Ultra Instinct being controlled for the most part, and Vegeta was furious he got a power up in vain, but congratulated Goku nonetheless, bumping fists with him on the battlefield. Beerus came in with Whis.
Nicely done, Goku. Now, Vegeta, you're powered up with the power of the destroyers. Make sure you use it well.
I'll make sure I harness the power to the best of my ability.
Anyhow, Vegeta, there's a destroyer meeting you will attend with me. You are now in the aim to become my successor.
I will go to that meeting then.
Vegeta then goes back to training with Goku until the meeting takes place. A couple days have passed and Vegeta has learned a lot about his newest addition to his forms, the Ultra Ego, and is mastering the full potential of it. Beerus communicates to Vegeta that he's getting late and to get there immediately. Vegeta knows instant transmission and can read Beerus' ki from far away, so he goes and instant transmissions to Beerus. Upon arriving, Beerus and Vegeta go and prepare for the meet. Vegeta is taught the communication technique and Vegeta learns it quite quickly. Beerus and Vegeta then perform it and get inside a dark, purple limbo, with other destroyers there and more appearing. Belmont and Toppo appear as well. Toppo glares at Vegeta and Vegeta smirks.
So you two came by, huh?
Well, yes. I am the successor after all.
So am I, my dear Toppo.
Toppo is scared of the fact that he won against him in a tournament of power by using just his Limit Breaker Super Saiyan Blue evolution, but calms down for the meeting. Every other destroyer is uneased by Vegeta's presence. They begin talking about all the destroyer stuff, the usual that will be, and Vegeta is just listening on, trying to catch on to what they're saying. Eventually he starts giving out some ideas too, and these ideas are actually quite big brain. Everyone agrees, but they're still reluctant about it, so they all began to leave, and so did Beerus and Vegeta. Vegeta felt pretty good with his speech about universe equilibrium, and Beerus was proud of his next successor. So over the next few weeks, Vegeta attended these meetings. 5 weeks later, Vegeta was chilling at home on Earth, coming home from Koring, who he told he needed a few sensus because he's going training again. Once he got him, he went to Capsule Corp to babysit his baby daughter, Bola. All of a sudden, he was teleported in the middle of nowhere, along with his daughter in his arms. Bola started crying and Vegeta stood up, looking behind him as he saw Belmont, Toppo, and Jiren right behind him.
We have decided to put you out of commission. We don't need someone like you as a destroyer, especially after what Goku did with the whole tournament of power.
What the fuck's going on?
To put this into context, we're gonna kill you right here and now to prevent destruction of the whole cosmos. It's over.
I don't know what kind of games you're playing, but I'm not gonna die in front of my own daughter. You sick fuck. Have you no dignity?
Vegeta pulls a crying Bola on a flower bed he caught up, transforming into his Ultra Ego right after that. Jiren powered up and it was obvious Jiren has trained, but Vegeta didn't use his fullest of power. Jiren rushed at Vegeta with half of his power and made quite a big dent on Vegeta, but Vegeta got right back up, more prideful than ever. He took the hit and used it to his advantage, powering up a bit, then continuing the offense on Jiren. Jiren held his own, and so did Vegeta. They were virtually on par. However, it was about to turn for the worse. Jiren powered up to his fullest, now done playing around, and attacked Vegeta. Vegeta took those couple hundred punches and fell down to the floor, gasping for air, then smirking and going full power. Vegeta used all his might to get close to Jiren, but Jiren didn't let him near one bit. So Jiren took the opportunity to give Vegeta the biggest power up, then bringing him down in one swift motion. And so he did. He gave Vegeta plenty of power ups, but eventually sledgehammered him to the ground, right next to his daughter, who was screaming bloody murder. With it, everything is a daze to Vegeta. Vegeta woke up to crying, but everything was extremely bright. Vegeta couldn't keep his eyes open, but he saw his Bola right there with him, still crying. Once Vegeta recovered, he went to check up on Bola, who shat her diaper. But Vegeta had no diapers being locked inside what looks like a time chamber, so he tried using the communicator technique and gets in touch with Champa. Champa tells him that this won't help him in any way, hanging up. Eventually Vegeta reaches Beerus.
Beerus, what the fuck is going on?
We know what you tried to do. It won't work. You're no longer my protege, and you're no longer welcome to the cosmos. Enjoy rotting being locked inside a time chamber.
Wait a minute, my daughter's with me.
Vegeta is furious and angered by this turn of events. Luckily, he remembers himself destroying the chamber to get out of it, so he attempts that, but it fails. No matter how much power he puts into his blasting out, it just doesn't work. He tries instant transmissioning out, but that fails too. He can sense everyone, but is unable to teleport. He's truly locked inside the time chamber, and is trying to think of a way to carry both himself and his daughter through this. He remembers sensu beans he had, and luckily he still had those, so he crushed one of them into tiniest of pieces to make sure both him and his daughter are well nutritioned until he finds a way out. It's been about 10 weeks and both Vegeta and Bola have been living off of sensu beans, but they also found another station stacked with food, so they settled there for their training. Vegeta started training Bola to get pretty powerful, even though she's still a 1-year-old. He teaches her basic communication too, so he can explain how to control ki. With it, they keep on training for a few more years like that. 3 years later, Bola is pretty buff. She's around Frieza Saga Gohan when it came to the power level, so she was pretty powerful and was getting the hang of the Super Saiyan transformation, courtesy of Vegeta telling her and explaining the form. Him and Bola continued on, searching for the next station, and they managed to sense a key inside of the chamber, so they ran to it. They saw a weird looking person. He looked like a human, but was 7 feet tall and had fangs. They came up to him.
I'm sorry, but I'm looking for a way out. Me and my daughter have been locked in by rogue destroyers and can't get out. Can you help us by any chance?
Well, depends. Are you good or are you bad?
Depending how you look at a destroyer successor.
I don't sense menace from you. I can help you if you can help me get stronger.
Sure. What do you need help with?
I need to defeat a bug creature, composed of DNAs of all my friends and family from back home. He goes by the name of Mitochond. Vegeta reminisces on the days of Cell and proceeds to help.
Sure. Matter of fact, we had someone pretty similar back from where I come from. Except his name was Cell. Alright, show me where you currently stand.
The unknown person then transforms, as his hair spikes and turns tail, with the eyes turning yellow. Literally, the two elements are swapped. How will the training commence? Vegeta is astonished by the fact that another alien he just met has forms similar to a Saiyan's Super Saiyan, but he sees that his transformation is not the perfect one bit. Are you satisfied? What's next?
Now we both go super.
Vegeta uses no pressure, no flashing, no nothing to transform into his Super Saiyan. Vegeta looks at the unknown person and says,
See, the key is to master it, to go one step beyond what you currently have. This is the fourth stage of my form. What you currently possess is only the first one. You need to master your form. So how about you try staying in it for one whole day?
Sure, but I'm gonna have to eat first. Care to join?
Say less.
Vegeta, Bola, and the unknown go and eat up, seeing even more similarities between them. We learn that his name is Teo, and that his father is a Tapion, whose planet got destroyed by Frieza. Vegeta replies,
I'm the prince of my race. Frieza destroyed my home, and only a few handful had survived the explosion. Me, my friend Kakarot, his brother, and a bunch of others. Living under his rule was like living in a nightmare, and I couldn't wait to take him down. I killed my best friend to recruit that Kakarot dude.
In my case, I guess I'm the son of that Kakarot. In your case? Our royalty is of the Tapion lineup as well, much like your Vegeta.
Say, did you have a tail or some other kind of appendage? You know, when you were born?
Apart from our fangs that make us bloodthirsty and give us a boost? No, not really. I can show you if you can make an artificial moon. Vegeta and Tail then go outside and Vegeta summons a power ball, allowing Tail to go nuts. Vegeta took that opportunity to go and teach him how to control that power, but Tail was attacking Bulla as an easy target. Bulla turned into a Super Saiyan and started defense, with Vegeta saving his daughter at the end. Tail then gets some control, but his throat is burning, as he says. Vegeta destroys the power ball, giving Tail the ability to go back to his base. At this point, Tail is already extremely thankful that Vegeta is helping him, so they keep on training. After Tail ran out of the time in the chamber, he had to take his leave, but said someone else would drop in. Vegeta says his farewells, but then gets a better idea. He follows Tail out the door, thinking maybe he'll escape that way, but he doesn't. Vegeta literally walks right back in the chamber. He asks his daughter to exit, and she can exit. Bulla came back in less than a millisecond due to the time dilations, but then Vegeta tries holding Bulla's hand to exit, but it doesn't work as both of them get pulled right back in. Vegeta is furious, knowing the fact he needs to find a way to get out. He then gets an idea. Knowing he can't forcefully explode his way out, he knows that he'll need someone else to do it. He looks at Bulla and thinks as following.
Alright, if I can't do it, that means I can escape that way. So either the next user of the chamber or my daughter can break out that way. Time to train her to the best of my ability.
The next person enters the chamber and he sees someone very similar, but he can't put his mind to it.
Prince of the motherfucking Tapions in here. Move out of the way, weakling.
I'm way stronger than you though. But I am the Prince of all Saiyans.
Tapion has pissed himself by the fact that he's met a Saiyan after so long, moving away from Vegeta.
What's wrong?
You're the legendary Saiyan. Vegeta. How are you alive? I thought Frieza killed you.
No, but I did get locked in here for being way too powerful. I'm stronger than Beerus now.
What?
Tapion immediately gets out of the chamber, leaving in a hurry, and leaving Vegeta and Bulla alone again. So they rest there for some time. After a few days, they leave the station and move on to the next. At their next station, they find even more food, but it's not the normal amount they're used to seeing. Looking around, they see it's their station from the lookout. Vegeta and Bulla are now carefree when it comes to food, and they continue on training. After a few more years, Bulla is an 8-year-old and is extremely powerful. Vegeta has found a way to teach her God Ki, and she can now reach Super Saiyan God. Bulla then tries to explode out of there, with Vegeta hiding his ki just in case it works, and by sheer coincidence it does. Both Vegeta and Bulla exit through a wormhole. One thing they don't like is the view from the lookout. The skies are dark, filled with a purple aura, and a bunch of destroyers flying past them. Vegeta instant transmissions back into the wormhole to avoid being seen. Once all of it cleared up, Vegeta tried instant transmissioning to Goku, and he manages to do so. The next he sees is Goku chained up and powerless.
Kakarot, what the hell is going on?
Hey, Vegeta. How did you...
Doesn't matter. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Vegeta breaks Goku's chains and instant transmissions back to the lookout, then to Vampa, where they meet with Chilai and Lemmo. According to them, Broly is being used as their weapon, and Goku was imprisoned for trying to thwart with their plans of a Saiyanless universe. Even Universe 6 Saiyans are either near extinction or locked up.
There's one more question left unanswered, Vegeta. How'd you escape?
It was me. I burst out of there. Could escape. Whatever. But hey, wouldn't let my father stay locked in.
I trained my baby girl to be able to transform into a Super Saiyan God.
She can turn into a god? Goku is astonished that Bola is already that strong. But knowing they were trapped inside a time chamber and had nothing better to do, he just shrugged it off. Now what? Any ideas?
We stay here for as long as we can. We avoid getting caught, and we rescue our sons and the rest of the family. Where's Bulma?
She's being Beerus' servant, last I heard. Sadly, I couldn't do anything because Beerus became extremely powerful.
Come on, Kakarot. We're going back. Back in the time chamber. We're going to train.
With it, Vegeta instant transmissions him, Bola, and Goku to the lookout, and they all enter the chamber again. Vegeta hoped never to see this place again, but this time he's glad to see it because in less than 10 days, there's been a whole lot of carnage. Goku mentions how it's actually been a whole month due to the time chamber fluctuations, so his 8 years translates to a month outside because he traveled. With it, they began to train away. Goku ate for the first time in weeks and got his strength back, finally being able to use his Ultra Instinct. He managed to master it, and now he wants to go one step beyond to defeat everyone who defeated him. He trained with Vegeta, who is an Ultra Ego user, and they both got somewhere. Goku is one step behind unlocking the next level of his Ultra Instinct, and Vegeta is on fire. Literally, he got to the point where he got extremely mad and started burning. His hair, his body, his everything was burning, and he was very close, but it stopped once he realized what's going on. With that, Vegeta and Goku are one step closer to exiting with full power to take this to an end once and for all. But what happened to Vegeta, and why was he burning? Having gotten this new sudden power up, Vegeta has decided to train it to its fullest right then and there. Goku helped, and he's gotten so much more powerful. Goku has reached a new form himself using Rage, and that is beyond Mastered Ultra Instinct. Goku now thinks this will be enough to get his revenge and get his family back. Vegeta, on the other hand, has reached something completely different. However, it's an imperfect form, and he called it Ruination, because he said he will ruin the gods for what they've done. Bola, on the other hand, has mastered her god form, and said she will go save her family while they battle the bad guys. After another one of their training sessions, they relaxed with waffles and maple syrup, consulting a plan to defeat the gods. As they were bickering, the portal door out of the chamber disappeared, and they were wondering what the hell is going on. Goku mentions how Kami once told him the door can disappear if there's too many entities inside there, or if the lookout was completely destroyed. They ruled out the first one because they could all exit up until this point, and there's only 3 of them, so they assume the destruction has occurred. Vegeta burst out a small wormhole to observe, but what he saw on the other side shocked him. He could see nothing but black space.
This isn't real. The Earth is no more.
The Earth got destroyed?
I'm afraid so.
Vegeta remembers the Tapions he met and also remembers the way there. So him, Goku and Bola decide to go back to that chamber outpost to exit and scout out the situation of the Earth. They went there and the whole travel took about 7 days. But once there, they exit the chamber right away. Exiting, they see a normal looking society, but realize they're actually on planet Yardrat, and those Tapion people are the residents there.
We have no time to spare for niceties. We have to scout Earth out. I'll go check it out, and you guys stay here.
Vegeta turns into a Super Saiyan God and instant transmissions to Earth. But he's surprised to indeed see nothing but remains of what once was Earth. Vegeta was pissed and returned back to Goku and his daughter.
Earth is no more. We have to defeat the destroyers once and for all. Let's go. I can sense them in close proximity.
With it, they pack up and leave. Getting to the planet they all resided on, they hide their key as they hide behind the bushes and rocks. They see Beerus, Champa, Belmont, and Kitella conversating about getting rid of Broly while they have the chance because they sense Vegeta somewhere and they can't take any risks, saying they should go and lock him up again before he goes and starts destroying the universe.
I suggest you get some backup plan then. How did you?
It's not worth it telling dead men. You're going down.
Beerus and Kitella stand there, getting ready to battle, and they power up, while Vegeta too powers up, putting all of his power into his newest transformation, reaching ruination once again, but it's still not complete. Beerus and the rest of the destroyers are astounded they see this form, knowing they can't even do it, and they've lived for millions of years. Vegeta gets into his stance, and Goku does too, entering his Master Ultra Instinct. Vegeta attacks and lands a very heavy punch on Beerus. Kitella tried to counter, but Vegeta easily dodges and kicks Kitella into Belmont, who is also powering up to attack Vegeta. Goku then takes on Belmont and Champa on his own, entering beyond Master Ultra Instinct while at it, since Vegeta is also using his new form. The two can't even damage Goku, as all he does is dodge their punches and kicks. Vegeta on the other hand occasionally gets hit on purpose, but converts their power into his and returns to the sender, making them bleed heavily. Belmont calls backup of every destroyer to take care of business, and they're there in no time, along with Broly, who is instructed to attack the two. Broly gets mad and commences onslaught on their two Saiyans, while the two are fighting for their lives. They see that Broly has a destroyer's attire and that Broly indeed is their new pet. Those destroyers run away like pussies, retreating back to Beerus' world. The fight between Saiyans comes to a standstill and they conversate.
Remember the last fight? What we did to win?
You thinking fusion?
Exactly. Let's fuse.
Never have I thought I'd see the day where you wanna fuse. Let's do it. Goku and Vegeta then get into their stance, performing the fusion dance. The dance is successful and they're both enveloped by light. Once the light and the smoke clears, they exit as Gogeta, and Broly looks on, remembering Gogeta and his wrath. Broly regains his pupils and is standing there in shock.
I assumed you figured out who you fought last time. Here's your chance to repent for your sins of joining those idiots called Destroyers. Join us, and we'll send you home, where you belong.
Broly drops down, listening to what the fusion said, and he nods his head. He goes back to base and apologizes.
Don't apologize. You can control your emotions yet. That's why we need you. We need your power to put this to an end. Now get rid of these clothes, we've got a job to do.
And so, with it, Goku, Vegeta, Broly, and Bulla all instant transmission to a remote planet before they settle for reviving planet Earth. For that, they go to Namek and proceed on with it. Goku is welcomed with open arms. The other three not as much since Vegeta kinda killed him off and the other two are strangers. Goku was the one that did the talking and they managed to get a hold of their Dragon Balls. Once Porunga was summoned, Goku wished Earth back. With the Earth back, they visit Earth to check his status. On Earth, everyone is like as if nothing happened. Bulma, Trunks, they're all there as well. Goku went to his family, but one thing they didn't know is that everyone still remembers everything. Chi-Chi was worried sick and finally glad everything is over, but Goku said it's not and they need to finish the job. Same happened with Vegeta, but they had no time for niceties. Well, apart from the brief family reuniting with their grown-up daughter. And Goku and Vegeta are now ready to take on the destroyers once and for all. They say their goodbyes for now, and both Goku and Vegeta instant transmission to Beerus' world. Every destroyer that was present got scared at their presence, getting weirded out they weren't defeated by Broly, who they personally trained for the sole purpose of defeating Vegeta once it breaches his containment. But they didn't anticipate of Vegeta to constantly train inside the time chamber all this time, which is actually ironic. So we meet again. We won't be played. We need to attack.
Hey, boss man. Zip your ass-smelling mouth.
What did you say?
I said only pussies lock people up.
You looked into my actions?
8 years ago. Her name is Bola. She got locked up with me.
I locked her up with you.
I'm gonna enjoy what's about to happen next.
Vegeta burst his aura, then started screaming as he powered up into his form into full power, also giving him access to perfect control of the form. Goku also transformed into his Beyond Master Ultra Instinct and got into his stance as his aura raged on. Both Goku and Vegeta got into their stance as the destroyers all lined up, readying their Hakai blasts in unison, ready to destroy the two Saiyans. But Vegeta increased its flames. With that, the final battle is about to commence, and it will decide what will happen to the Saiyans and destroyers alike. Will it be the win of the Saiyan race, or a victory royale for destroyers? The last battle between the Saiyans and destroyers is about to commence. Goku and Vegeta are already in their forms and ready to get rid of the rogue destroyers. The duo sees some destroyers either scared or reluctant, but definitely not Beerus and Champa. Whis is there and is surprised that Goku has reached a new level of Ultra Instinct, which is extremely close to his, but he still has to follow Beerus' word because Beerus is the one of the destroyers pulling the strings of getting rid of the Saiyans. Just so you know, Vegeta, since you won't win, I'll let you in on a little secret. I have authorized the destruction of Planet Vegeta. Frieza actually liked you Saiyans, and your dumb, mindless asses. I did not, so I told Frieza to destroy your planet, or I will destroy him. Vegeta heard the entire thing and is furious, getting the rage boost he needed to not regret rushing in and killing destroyers. Goku soon followed, thinking Vegeta will get himself killed. However, Vegeta held his own and actually surpassed at least 2 destroyers together. But they all decided to work together only to battle Vegeta, while Beerus commanded Whis to hold off Goku. I'm sorry Goku, but I'm being ordered. Don't you get it? You're being controlled. I thought you'd die fighting. Goku has snapped, reaching his full power and accessing Mastered Ultra Instinct 3 for the first time, being fueled by rage. Whis was unsuccessful with getting Goku to stay out of Vegeta's fight and just stood there, looking in awe of Goku's power. Vegeta on the other hand was owning the destroyers and had a pretty good time injuring them to the point where they bled heavily.
I, the Prince of all Saiyans, and the King of all Destroyers, am displaying my power in front of all of you. And you're not even worthy of this power. Go ahead, try to hit me.
What was left of destroyers went and all looked at each other as Vegeta flared his fire all around Beerus' planet. Then refused. As their destroyer earrings start turning blue, they began getting closer and closer. Some gave up and fled the scene, and some stopped and decided to stop the ones that wanted to fuse. Beerus, Champa, Belmont, Catella, Sidra, and Hallis decided to fuse into a sextuple fusion. The light flashed as their destroyer auras flared and combined with each other. Out of the light comes a creature similar to a Kai, but with that same blue glowing earring. You cannot defeat destroyers. There's a reason why destroyers are the strongest in the universe.
All you do is sit on your hands and tickling your manu every time someone does your jobs. So please, sell that story to someone actually stupid.
Vegeta flares his aura as well, but unlike this time, the destroyers who were actually smart stood right next to Vegeta, ready to battle their fellow destroyers.
You already went rogue once. How about you keep doing what you're doing and stay the fuck out of my way while the adults take care of business.
Vegeta then hand gestures the fused destroyers as an indication to attack, and they did not disappoint, as they attacked Vegeta with full force, making Vegeta get dazed and fly into Beerus' tree. Vegeta screamed as he powered up and went to attack the fused destroyers, but they handled him with ease. They then attacked Vegeta, trash talking him in the process.
Is that it? Let me give you at least some motivation to keep fighting, monkey.
As they threw a blast at Goku, who managed to drop down due to his injuries from fighting Whis and his stamina drain of Master Ultra Instinct 3. Vegeta didn't give a damn about that and went for a roundhouse kick, but they just dodged him, throwing a blast at Bulla. Bulla tried going into a Super Saiyan God to lower her chances of injury, but the blast was too powerful, even for a Super Saiyan God, and she died on the spot. Vegeta glared at his daughter's dead and lifeless body, as her widened mouth slowly bloodied and filled with blood. Vegeta then snapped. Vegeta started transforming, and the destroyers all sensed the power emitting from Vegeta. But as they tried to rush and kill him, before he does transform, Whis and now healed Goku came in clutch and repelled the fused destroyers away. Vegeta emerges from his never-ending fire as they see Vegeta's tears evaporating and his fire getting extremely intense. He has reached something only Whis knew, and that was Ruined Destroyer. I thought I'd never see this again, but a Saiyan has reached it. Without issue. This should be interesting. Vegeta stood there, completely silent, as the fused destroyers rushed in now that they could, but Vegeta took the punch head on. Then raised his hand as he neck chopped the fusees, breaking their neck and paralyzing them from the neck down.
Feels good having your spinal cord snap in half, doesn't it? That was for my 8-year stay in the chamber.
Vegeta spared no remorse whatsoever and threw them in the air, preparing his blast just like he did to Nappa.
This brings a fond memory. See you in hell, idiots!
As the wave connected, the destroyers all screamed in unison as they split from one body back into their former bodies and getting vaporized to nothingness. Once Vegeta was done with them, he went back to base and limped to his daughter due to his injuries, picking her up and mourned her. Goku came to Vegeta.
It's too late, Vegeta. She's gone. We'll revive her with the Dragon Ball.
Then don't just stand there and get to it, ass spreader. You too, so-called angel.
With it, Goku and Whis go to Namek to make one last wish, and that is to revive Bulla. The Namekians watched the whole battle, following their key to where it led, and expected it all. So they brought the Dragon Balls together and summoned Porunga. They wished for Vegeta's daughter Bulla to be brought back to life, and it was granted without second thought. With it, Vegeta was happy once Bulla breathed in her first breath, coming back to the living world. With it, Vegeta, Goku, Bulla and Whis all returned to Earth to celebrate and eat after all this time. It's been 11 years since Vegeta has destroyed the destroyers, and he still remained the same old Vegeta everyone knew. Bulla took the opportunity of becoming the next Universe 7 destroyer, and her home planet was on Moon. However, Goku senses a disturbance and goes to check it out. Upon landing there, he sees his old pal Vegeta with another Vegeta. Cool armor, another Vegeta? My name's not Vegeta. My name's Michael. And I'm just talking to your pal about a nice tournament.
Continue on. Ignore Kakarot.
So basically, I'm hosting a tournament of Vegetas, and I would love to have you there. There's gonna be a whole bunch of Vegetas there. Some even more powerful than you are.
Is that so? I'm the most powerful Vegeta. Just tell me the prize.
The prize? Glad you asked. The Vegeta that wins the tournament will be pronounced the king of all Saiyans. so I can count you in or out.
King of all Saiyans. As in the real King of all Saiyans?
Yep. You have this opportunity. One of a kind opportunity. Take it or leave it, pal.
I can't back out of something like this. I graciously accept. Just remember, I won't be nice to those other Vegetas. Got it?
Whatever you say, bud. With that, a new Vegeta has been recruited for the Tournament of Vegetas, happening as a celebration of 10,000 subscribers. So make sure you subscribe right away, because the tournament is gonna be epic, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, we're done with this what if. Thank you for watching. If you think everyone has a little bit of Ziz in them, then click dislike. But if you liked the video, hit the like button. Please feel free to check out the sparring partners on my channel page and, give them some love. If you'd like me to cover your idea in the near future, comment down below. And as always, peace out.